Good morning, children.
Good morning, Papa.
How are you today?
Good, Papa.
Good.
We've been kept on the edges of our seats by this absolutely phenomenal show for 3 seasons, but hold on to your seats for Season 4. If the ending of Season 3 is anything to go by, where we were placed on an awesome roller coaster ride of emotions, then Season 4 will start off with a bang. We wanted to know what the latest word online was regarding Season 4 and which big questions have been revealed in the new teaser. Well, we went and found out for you. You don't want to miss this one. This is Stranger Things Season 4's teaser Biggest Questions Revealed. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss out on any of the new videos we post. The new teaser. The new teaser starts with a hand hesitantly pressing the send button on a shortwave radio set. We then see Elle saying, "Hello? Is anyone there?" Then we casually hear Hopper's voice saying, "Hey, it's me. I know that I've been gone too long." Then we see Will Byers, Noah Schnapp, standing in front of a girl. We can only see her from the back, and she has long brown hair. Will is saying, "Yeah, I'm going." One can only assume the girl has asked Will if he's going to some dance or something similar, and then we're assuming she wants to go with him. Is this his new love interest? We now hear a woman's voice saying, "This symbol is unlike anything I've ever seen before." Who is she? The next scene shows a young blonde girl sitting in a classroom and her nose starts to bleed. Is this younger Elle? If this is Elle, then why is she in a normal classroom? As far as we could ascertain from episode 1 of season 1, Elle had just escaped from the institute. Who is this girl then, because it isn't Elle? Maybe she has a number as well, like 7? Then we see a male hand with what looks like an elongated piece of bleeding meat in it. It could possibly be something the Demogorgon implants in people. Dustin, Gaten Matarazzo, getting off a bus or camper van with hair that is colored red. Will saying, "I'm sorry." But his hair is longer and curlier than in the previous scene with the girl with the brown hair. He's younger now, so it's possibly a flashback. 11 looks away from an air vent grid from the inside as if she's just been spying on someone. She has a look of realization on her face. What did she see? Then there's a scary moment with a pair of black male eyes. A male voice is saying, "You shouldn't have looked for me." Who was looking for him, and who is he? Natalie seems to be looking for someone in a house. The male voice which said, "You shouldn't have looked for me," carries on speaking, "Because now I see you." Whoever looked for this guy, probably Elle in the void and probably to find Hopper, has just unleashed a dangerous antagonist for season 4. We see Elle again. She looks older with 2 ponytails and is not wearing her usual colorful outfits. Her outfit almost looks boring. She does, however, look more confident, focused, and in control than ever before. We now see the man with the dark eyes. He's holding out his hand as if he's trying to magically draw something or someone to him. His face is sweaty, he looks mean or evil and determined. He kinda resembles the new sheriff, but we're not sure. They're about the same age. The male voice says, "Now we can all see you." That means that there are many like this man with the black eyes, and they're all coming for either Elle or the rest of the gang. Will this bring them together to help Elle or someone else? Then an unknown woman makes her entrance in the teaser. She's saying there's been a shift in the balance of the light and the dark. Now we notice her eyes are white. She's blind. The woman continues talking. Something is out there. Then we see a struggle between what seems to be a human and a monster, maybe a Demogorgon? The scene is focused on a torch lying on a forest floor as if it's just been dropped, and the struggle in the background is out of focus. The male voice is back. "We're going to end. Everyone," he says. The voice ends with a close-up shot of Elle's eyes. She looks totally shocked and alarmed. We now see 4 people from behind looking out over the ocean at night as if they're waiting for something. We can't see their faces, but they look like Max, Sadie Sink, Lucas, Caleb McLaughlin, possibly Steve, Joe Keery, and Dustin. What or who are they looking or waiting for? A scene follows with a girl wearing glasses looking down into a yellow and orange swirling abyss that almost resembles lava. She kind of resembles Elle, but why the glasses? Are we talking time travel or interdimensional travel here? The next scene is confusing. It looks like Steve is speaking on a cell phone. They did not have cell phones in the 80s. This strengthens the idea of time travel in season 4. Sounds like he's saying, "I don't think I'm gonna get out of here." The next scene shows Dustin standing in front of a red car at night. He's holding up his hands as if trying to stop everything and saying, "I know what's happening." Then we see someone pulling up a sleeve and revealing the number 011 on a forearm. Is it 11's arm? The male voice can be heard saying, "You," while the next shot shows Jonathan and Natalie in a room with a red light looking at each other. Natalie seems worried or scared or both. We see the dark eyes of the antagonist again. He finishes his sentence, "Let us in." A young woman is walking on a porch talking on a cell phone again and saying, "Get out of there." She is definitely distressed. We're not sure who she is. Is it possible that she's speaking to Steve from the previous shot? We again see the black-eyed antagonist. The male voice says, "Now," and on the screen appears the word, "This Halloween." And just like that, we know when Stranger Things 4 will be released. October 31st, 2021. The long wait is almost over. The male voice continues, "We're going to end you." And while he talks, we see either a nurse or a doctor with a mask on working on what is either a human or something else. Are they operating on Elle? And if so, why? Then we see possibly Elle floating in the air with at least one cable connected to a hat-like device on her head. The next shot shows a being which can only be described as looking like a deformed human. We see Elle saying, "I can fight," with tears in her eyes. The scene changes to what seems like fast-traveling smoke or fog, almost like water sweeping between two buses. This scene has two shots and shows the strange fog smashing out the windows on the buses. It is almost as if the fog is sweeping across a whole town or even the world. Then in the next shot we see people, 3 or 4, in black hazmat suits and armed with some type of modern weapons in a building. Something appears to be coming through the roof with pieces falling all around them, and they're aiming towards the threat. In the next shot, Jonathan is shouting something and is truly angry. He shouts, "I can," and the rest is unintelligible. Then the word "who" appears on screen as if it is a continuation of this Halloween. A girl is saying the whole world is dying. Now we know how high the stakes are for this season of Stranger Things. We also see at least one person falling to the ground in what looks like an office building or school and starts to discharge something from his mouth, almost like a little bit of, vomit. The shot changes to Jonathan driving fast in a car. His face is covered in blood and he says, "Hold on," as the screen now shows the words, "will change," followed by a shot of Hopper hitting something or someone with a fist, or maybe just releasing his anger. He seems to be continuously beating something. We see the girl who was speaking on the cell phone earlier. It looks like she's sitting opposite someone in a diner. She says something that we can't make out. The words "the fate" appear on screen. We see the rift to the upside down opening again and something going into it. Someone, a girl, shouts, "Mike!" and we see Mike's face in a red glow and some boxes. The words of Hawkins appear on screen. Hopper says, "You saved my life once," and while he says it, we see the face of Max. She seems a bit puzzled. We see a female figure with a lot of white light. A man shouts, "Nancy!" and then we see Hopper. He continues, "Now, I'll save yours." Maybe he's speaking to Elle? A girl's voice says, "Where dimensions deceive." We see a shot of Natalie, and she seems different, intriguing with low light and black nail polish. She's looking at a black ball in her right hand, and the wind is blowing her hair slightly. Hopper is fighting someone on the floor, and it's not in a prison somewhere, it's a residence of some sort. That means he's back from Russia. We see the earlier monster hovering menacingly over a person, maybe Nancy. We see pink lightning, and then we see Nancy again. Her hair is slicked back and her pupils are large. It almost looks like she's about to cry. She says something that we can't make out, but it sounds like, "You cannot release me." We now see a massive mind flare with more pink lightning. A female voice says, "You're a monster." We immediately see Nancy's face from the front with the same slick look. She seems a little sad about something inevitable. She says something like, "Come with me." We then see Jonathan shouting, "Nancy!" Then the next shot shows a Demogorgon spitting stuff onto the face of someone, maybe Nancy. That's it for today. I think after this video you have a lot of questions and answers regarding Season 4. What do you think? Feel free to comment. Thanks for watching and be sure to check back for more. Until then, take care.